Hello everyone at all. How are you doing? I hope you guys are good. My name still remain Mofiojo. Yeah, it's been a while. I wasn't around last week to give you some bits and pieces about your job. My carers out there, how you doing? I believe you guys are you're good. You're juggling things together, and you guys that just joined the feed, I believe you are enjoying the feed. Yeah, I believe that you might face a bit of settling period. Hopefully, in the next few period, you guys should get into the real rhythm of the job. Yeah, as I said, my name still remain Mofiojo. Yeah, what am I here for today? You know, I'm here to give you all those little tips and bits and pieces about your job. How you could be better in your job, how you won't get yourself into any trouble, how you be able to support yourself as a whole. Because in this job, if you go against the will, you're on your own. So what am I going to discuss today? I've already discussed this topic before, but for the benefit of those people who are just joining the field, who are just coming into the system, it's something that I've continued to, most of the topics that I've been discussing, I will continue to discuss it often and often, because the information I'm getting from most of the new carers coming to the field, I believe we're still far off. Yeah, you must still be giving benefit of doubt to say that, okay, people need to settle down. But what I want you to know is that if the mistakes, the news flying around continues, I see CQC and some inspectors started taking measures to stop it, and some of the measures is to prosecute some of the wrongdoers, probably send most of them back. Yeah, because I will be frank with you, I attended a meeting with a certain council, and the news, the information that has already got to their disposal is not something that I should be writing home about. They've got to know a lot about the way people are behaving. It has now gone beyond the cultural differences or language differences. It has got to a stage that people are taking advantage of the system. Yeah, I was shocked. So I want you guys to be to go out there and do the right thing. Things is not going to be like this forever. It's not about, okay, they're getting to learn about the systems, they are moving into the system, into the new systems, and they need to learn about it. No. Yeah, they might be giving you a sort of the time, as I said earlier on, to settle down. The settling period cannot go beyond 6 months. When you start to be struggling beyond 6 months, then something is wrong. Something is wrong. So let me leave that one aside. Which topics are we going to discuss today? This is what I called failed entry. Some people call no entry, failed entry, no return, whatever they call it. These particular topics have got a policy that you guys need to know. So how do you handle it? What is failed entry? As the name implies, that is when you're unable to get access to your service user. If you see the way I put it, I said home care carers failed entry, because it's not just about it's just this particular topic actually deal with people in the home care, because residential setup is already there. They walking into their service user and attend to them. But for you who are home care giver, the carers, this particular policy is meant for you. What is meant for? As its name implies, said, it means failed entry. Failed entry in the sense that you go to your clients in order to attend to them, and you're unable to get access to them. What should you do? This topic has caused a lot of people a lot of issues. I'll be frank with you. We are all here to count money. I always give this advice. We are all here to count money, yes, but don't cause yourself trouble. Don't drag an issues on top of your head. You are given the responsibility, and you've taken the responsibility by accepting your rota that, okay, you'll be going to this place to look after that client within this particular allocated period. Get it very well. Get it right. You've already accepted a rota. By accepting a rota, you are accepting a responsibility. And that responsibility is that, okay, within this allocated hour, you'll be going to this line to look after them. Yeah, in allocated hours, you have 30 minutes for 30 minutes back. Probably some organization is 50 minutes. You're supposed to be somewhere 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Yeah, you sit there 9:15, 9:30, or quarter to 9, quarter to 10. That is still fine. Now you now get to your client's house. You're unable to get access to them. And the next thing you do, this usually happens. You go to the next client. Sorry. You go to the next services. Okay, he hasn't woken up. You knock the door, you call, you do everything. He hasn't woken up. And then immediately you jump to other clients. Without contacting your office, without contacting your manager, without doing what you have to do. Then you're gonna be, and you go to that clients and you come back and then something else happened. You're gonna be in real mess. If anything further should happen, whatever that even happen. Yeah, sometimes people are lucky that, okay, maybe they have something little just happened to the clients and they just go. And then you come back, it's not that much. But what of if the client something has already happened to the clients at the back of the door? You could save someone's life if you act on time. You've been to somebody's house, times with that number, twice, 3 times, 4 times a week, a month. These clients have never failed to open the door for you. Just get it from that point of view. From that point of view, you shouldn't do this, but let me explain this to you. You go to a client, that is your regular client, and then you were there, you knocked the door, you made phone call, nobody answered. You then quickly run to another client's house. You should never do such a thing. This is the client that have never, for once, failed to open the door for you at a particular time. But you went there, you're unable to get access to them, and then you walk away. That is absolute wrong. It shows that the duty of care that you have towards that person has already failed at that particular point in time. It shows that you do not care about that person. No matter what happens, no matter how important it is to go to the next client, you still need to find out where this client is. By calling your manager. Immediately you call your manager should be able to guide you. If they ask you to leave, I'm begging you, don't leave. Don't leave. Tell them you need to know where this client is. Put your foot on the ground, heaven will not fall. I always tell you guys this. It's not that everything that they throw at you, you need to suck in. No. No, your job remain there. Your job will remain. You will do other jobs. Because if anything happens, it is just a verbal communication. Anybody could tweak or twist whatever the conversation it is. And you don't know what? It is your own responsibility to make sure that you find where that client is. Your manager or whoever you call at the other side might be telling everybody and during the report you actually asked for something totally different. And then because there was no no written confirmation between the two of you. So the best bet for you, you stay there, you tell them to call the necessary people, or else you will call fire services to come and break down the door. If you know the client's family, you can call them to ask for the to ask them if they know the whereabouts of the clients. Because I bet you 9 times out of 10 times that client is inside there and then something have already happened to them. But by taking the right steps at the right time, there's possibility we'll be able to avert a lot of things. A lot of things might have happened to them. There are certain clients. Hold on, please. There are some of the clients, they just had a fall. Maybe they want to go to the bathroom, you can see, and then they just had a fall. They are unable to stand. The walking stick is far away from them. The frame is far away from them, so they are unable to help themselves. Somebody that goes to the bathroom to have a wash and they had a fall, no access to their phone, no access to anything. They're just there. They're not able to do anything. Somebody who had a fall within the living room and they're unable to have access to their phone. So they're just there. It is your responsibility to make sure that you find out what really happened. I could go on with a sample of these that have already happened. The ones that have caused the organization issues, the ones that have got a carer massive issues, the ones that have got the carer into being prosecuted. I could go on and on and on and give you examples of all these things. And the worst thing is that when the carer started giving you the excuses why they have to leave, there's possibility that you just look at them. Okay, because of other clients. Even there is, you check it, whenever you tell your other clients that, okay, I'm very sorry, I am late because where I went into, I met the client on the floor. You will see how they will feel because they always put themselves in their other people's shoe. So if you are able to put yourself in the shoe of those people who have had a fall or their family, you will realize that you need to stay there to make sure that you find out where they are. These are vulnerable adults. These are people who struggle to even walk, not to even have a fall. And when they had a fall, there's possibility that, okay, maybe they knocked their head against something, maybe they've damaged their hips or any part of their body. You wouldn't know. So the best bet is to make sure that you stay there, you call your manager, you ask for advice. Let me even tell you, the best advice is that immediately you call your manager and then they're struggling, you call the family member, they're struggling to know where they are, just call the fire services. Just call the fire services. I've been in a scenario whereby I asked one of my carer, okay, carer call me. Okay, this is what is going on. Okay, please, give me a few seconds. Let me quickly call the daughter. And I called the daughter and the daughter said, okay, they should be in there, which I believe. So immediately I just asked the carer, please call fire services. It was started to be agitating. We can agitate from now till forever. Just follow my instruction. Call the fire services. They called the fire services. That one was even bragging. I mean, if I break the door down and then there's nothing there, you will repair the door. I would rather repair the door than to repair police, what's the name, report sheet. And luckily for the woman was met on the floor with stroke. So that little time that we spared them actually saved somebody's life. As I said, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, there are other times that your managers will give you the wrong advice just to leave because they want to finish the course quickly. Or that client used to leave the house. That particular day might be the day that the client did not leave the house and there's something else that is happening to them. Just do the right thing. Just do the right thing, no matter how little it is. As I always said, I will overrule my manager whenever I need to overrule them. I will overrule them, provided I've put a lot of things into consideration. Myself, the services we are providing, the regulations that guided me. So far, if my manager is still within the scope of that regulations, yes. But if he or she is not, just overrule them. Overrule them and look straight in their face and be able to defend them yourself with the reason why you did what you did. It's so simple. It's so simple. This job is not job that you do with the fun of the just making money alone. There are a lot of things that is involved. A lot of us are in this job for different reasons. Some people that have got passion for the job. Some people that are just in the job for the sake of, okay, I don't have any other things, just let me do it, but they will still do it well. Some people that is just for the sake of that money, nothing more, and they will not even do the right thing. And there's some people, the new set of people that are coming now, just for the sake of paper, just to get out of there, whatever where they're coming from, whatever the mess. So, but you must make sure that whichever reason why you are in this field, the bottom line is that you have to do a good job. That's the bottom line. But if you fail to do a good job, there are a lot of you that are still going scot-free, but it just takes one day and one moment and 1 second to catch up with you. And when you get caught up with, the law is there. The law is there, and everybody will face the wrath of the law. But I just don't know how or not you will go to somebody's house and then you're unable to place that you've been walking into, and then they've been opening the door for you. You've been getting access to the door. You know, this is not the kind of people that just, maybe they're going to work or they're going out. They've never done such a thing. And then you just walk away, saying that you still have other clients to attend to and you will come back. I bet you, if anything happens to that, to that client that you left, you might not find it so easy. You might not find it so easy. It's just as if the ground will just open and swallow you. Plan whatever lies you want to lie from now till tomorrow. You can lie out your way out of it. You can lie your way, because when the investigation started, you'll be immersed, because you are trained and you are guided not to leave. So for you to have left, you're bringing trouble, you're bringing issues to yourself and not to anyone. But why do you need to? Why do you need to? They said, how do I put it? I wouldn't use the word, the station that I saved now. You just to do the right thing at the right time. You've traveled wherever you are traveling from to that client's house. But because you feel, the problem is that most of you always feel that, okay, if you stay there, they will need to send you somebody else to where you're supposed to work, and that you are losing money. I would rather lose that money than to get myself caught up in unnecessary issues. Because this is a very simple thing. It's a very simple decision to make. Imagine I send somebody to my mom to be looking after my mom or my dad, whoever it is, and then you leave my mom you're supposed to be with my mom by 9 o'clock, and you don't get to my mom until 11 o'clock. That is one thing. I even get that 11 o'clock, you left her alone to go to another client because you were not able to get access to the house, and you come back. By the time I put all those 1 plus 1 plus 2, and I can't get 2. If I plus 1 plus 1 together, and I can't get 2, I'm getting 11. I will drag it with you. I will drag it with you. I will drag it with your organization. Yeah. So you guys saying that some clients are troublesome. It's not that they are troublesome or some service user family are troublesome. No, you have to put yourself in their own shoes. If you can take something, why are you doing the same thing to other people? You've taken responsibilities to go there to look after the other clients. It's not free. They are paying you. Government is not paying for their their care. They are paying for their care from their own pocket. If you inform them that I won't be able to do this job, there's possibility they will pay another person to go there. But since you've taken the responsibility to go there through your company by accepting the rota given to you, then why are you not there? Why are you not there? Even when you are there and something happened, you didn't do what you're supposed to have done. You must make sure that when you get to your client's house, I will reiterate it again. I will say whatever I said before again. You get to your client's house, if they are not there, you stay there, pick up your phone and call your office. There is no excuse that I do not have credits. There is nothing like that. I've got no minute. I've got no money on my phone. Nothing concerns them. It's part of your tool. Telephone is part of your tool in order to protect yourself. So you must make sure that when you get there, you call your manager. If you're unable to get access to your manager, you have to take the initiative by yourself. You call a member of their family. If you do not have access to a member of their family, please call our fire brigade. Call fire brigade. Tell them you're here. You've been waiting for the last. You've knocked, you've rang, you've done whatever you need to do, but this woman or this man is not opening the door, and this has never before. Please, they have to come down. They have to come down. So people, you don't know what will have happened. There might be people who will have had a fall at the back of the door. There might be people that they might even died. They might even struggling with their breath. It is just that little things that you've done that will then save their life. So imagine they are within about 5 to 10 minutes or half an hour and then you call them fire services at the right time. You call ambulance, because immediately you call fire services, they will call ambulance to follow them, because they wouldn't know what is going on. So they will be able immediately break the door and they find the situation, the services are in a situation that is not good enough. Ambulance people could quickly attend to them, and the police too. Most of the time, police too will surely follow. But you just do the right thing. My own is just to find a way to protect you guys. But I can only say this. It's for me to say it, but it's for you to accept whatever I've said and then to believe in it. I'm not here to, you don't even give me money to do this. But I'm doing this because I've seen a lot of people that have got themselves into trouble, massive trouble. But why do you need to get yourself? How much are you being paid? Even if you are being paid £1 billion per hour, does it worth it? If you're a prisoner, you're a prisoner, no matter what. By the time they even drag you, that money that you think you are saving will not even save you. You realize that you've got no penny. Because you've got to have your lawyer, you have to have people around you, and you don't have things free in this country. You've got to get money to be able to do this. So, but why do you need to get yourself into such situation? You don't need. It's very, 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 very important. Is an important part of this job. As I said, some organizations call it the fail entry, no return policy. You you will have fail entry, no return. We have no return policy, fail entry policy. Everything is around regulation 42 S42, which is safeguarding this thing in the interest of public. Because public have got interest in this case, okay, we've got to escalate it. Because it's a very straightforward thing that could lead into safeguarding. Even in a situation whereby, okay, I will give you this an example. A situation whereby a carer went to a client's house. He got there, the client was not around, client went away, and then it would just, okay, let me quickly go to other clients, I will come back. When he came back, the client is not there. It was then they raised the alarm. For him not to even raise the alarm between the AM call and T call, it got him into a bit of trouble. Because at the end of the day, he was even the one that later found where the client was. But police were asking, what was your policy? When you came in the morning, what do you need to do? You ought to have done something. And there was another one that Kira went there, she left there, and then she was making a phone call that, okay, she was unable to get access to this person. And the police called. When we call police, what police asked was, where's that Kira? She's not there. Just because that might happen to be a very nice way, because she's supposed to raise her safeguarding. They go back there and stay there. She tell the carer to go there and stay there. These are not the right things to do. The right things to do is, while you are in the house, you call the police. While you are there in front of the house, you call the police. That was another one when a carer called and they couldn't get access to the manager. But when she according to her, she said she remembered the training that I'll give to them, that they should always stay there to call the police. And she called the police. The police came, and then they had to jump through the fence there, and the lady is almost gone. The lady is almost gone. They had to call the ambulance, everybody, other stuff, and then before they took her to the hospital. Imagine that she left the place to go to other clients and come back. She won't make the lady alive. And she's supposed to be there, because what the police were asking, why are you here this morning? Yes. And you're only here for the lunch call, which is yes, which is within the half 12 to 1 o'clock. Imagine she went to other clients and she came back an hour later. That is why they will be helping her to calculate the time. If you've left somebody since 9 o'clock, when are you supposed to come back? 3 o'clock? So that is why it's always very tough to lie your way out of all this problem. But I hope you guys will do the right thing. So I'll be stopping here again today. I hope you've taken one thing or the other from the bits and pieces I'm giving you. Please follow the instructions. Don't do to know. Always listen to your superior and be guided by all your training and your regulations. And let us read. Let us read. Let us go for our training. Most of you giving your training to someone else to do is not the best, because you are the one that will do the job. If you get yourself in trouble, not the person that supports you to do the training. That is why I want you to always do the right thing. Please don't do what I won't do. And you guys will know what I won't do. I won't go to my client's house, not meeting them at home, and walk away. I will make sure I know where they are before I leave. Until next week, have a blessed evening. Bye.